and welcome into Rebecca K Crochet. I'm Becky, your yarn host, and today we are going to do the Kroller stitch. And this is for our blanket squares that we have been working on with the stitch of the week. And so we started with a slip knot. I chained 28, and this is in multiples of 3 plus 1. So 27 is a multiple of 3 plus 1 would be 28. And then what we do is we go back to our fourth chain from our hook. This one doesn't count, so we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we do a, let's see, it's a single crochet. Then in the same stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet, and this is our setup row, and then our double crochet. So we're going to have 3 stitches in one stitch. Then we're going to skip 2, and this is a 1 row repeat. We're going to do a single, a half double, and a double crochet, all in the same stitch. Skip 2, and I am using, I didn't say that, I am using scrap yarn for worsted weight with a 6mm hook, J US size 10. Any hook that will match your size of yarn. Whatever you start with for your blanket, you need to continue with that size hook, or you're going to have different size squares. So if you start with 5mm, you need to stay with a 5mm, because you want your squares to be the same. Okay, so then we go skip 2, we do the single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. This is going to make a textured blanket, or textured square. Skip 2, do the half double, or the single, half double, and double. Skip 2, we're going to do the single, half double, and double. Skip 2, single. Don't split your yarn like I just did. Half double, and double. Skip 2, single, half double, and double. This makes a really nice blanket. It's just a very nice textured stitch. Now we have 2 left on our hook, and then our last one, and we're going to half double into our last stitch. We're going to chain 2. That does count as a stitch. And then we're going to skip this stitch right here. That's our first stitch that this one's coming out of. And in the top of this double crochet, we are going to go back with our single, half double, and double. We're going to skip 2, and every time that we go across now, we're going to be working into this double crochet all the way across. That's just a little bit of a hint. So you're always working into the double crochet below, and that will be your skip 2, and then it'll be right after this little dip right here. You'll want to you'll want to do a single, a half double, and a double. Skip 2 and go back in and do a single, a half double, and a double. We're going to do that all the way across. And I will meet you back at the end and show you how to turn your corner. Might as well just go ahead and do it because I'm almost there. Speed up a little bit. Single, half double, and double. Single, half double, and double. Now we're almost to the end. We're going to go in with a single, a half double, and a double. Skip the last 2 stitches, these 2 stitches, and right here on the end we're going to do our half double crochet. Chain 2. And that's what we're looking like so far. Now you might need to go up a hook size if you're like doing this for a blanket and not trying to match your other stitches to have the same width and height of your other stitches. You may want to go up to like a 6.5, 7 millimeter hook for worsted weight yarn, because this does become very tight. It's a very tight stitch. So we're going to do this again. We're going to skip the first one, go into our second stitch with a single, a half double, and a double. And we're just going to repeat the first row or the second row all the way down with a single, half double, and double. And we're going to end with a half double crochet. And we're going to turn our work and go all the way up to make a square. And I will meet you back here whenever I get my square done. Okay, so here is the finished product and what we're going to do. This is what it should look like. And we are just going to cut our work here. And then in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to show you how to put a border around these to make it even with all of your stitches, because we're getting really close. If you want to, go back and look at all of my stitch tutorials that I have online, the washcloths, everything like that, and you'll be able to make your blanket squares out of all of those stitches, and then come back and we will put them all together probably next week, I'm hoping. But I'll show you how to put the border around next week to get everything even, and then we will go from there. Y'all have a great day. Like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share this with a friend. Thank you.